back to this mantra of you can't call something a distraction unless you know what it distracted you from. This requires turning your values into time. So what are values? Values are attributes of the person you want to become. That's what values are by definition, attributes of the person you want to become. So the central question becomes, how would the person I want to become spend their time? And so here we have these three life domains. We have you at the center. We have your relationships as the next ring. And then finally, your work. And so we have to start with that center ring of you, of how would the person I want to become spend time on themselves according to your values. And it's not up to me or anyone else to tell you what your values should be. If you don't do this, other people will make sure to impart their values on you, whether they value your money, your time, your attention. They'll make sure they plan your day for you. But if you sit down and say, look, part of my values include my physical health. Okay, well, let's put that on our calendar first and foremost. I'm not saying it has to be, but if it is one of your values, let's put that down. Do you have time for exercise? Do you have a bedtime, right? For years, I would tell my daughter, you have to go to bed on time because, that's what you have to do at bedtime, right? Everybody knows you need a bedtime. And then she said to me one day, well, when's your bedtime? And I don't have a bedtime. Well, I was a hypocrite. I know that sleep is important. Why didn't I have a bedtime? I don't know. Now I have a bedtime. And so because I value my physical health and my emotional and mental well-being require me to get adequate rest. So now I have a bedtime. And that's on my calendar. So, planning these simple things, most people do, the vast majority of people do not do this. Whether it's, and by the way, this also includes the fun stuff, right? I am an advocate for if you love playing video games and that's part of your values, put time on your calendar for video games or social media or whatever else that is part of your value system and helps you become the kind of person you want to become.